Check out this quick fix on the nail gun. This is something I wish I knew 20 years ago. I can think of at least 4 or 5 times over the years where this fix would have saved me. So what ends up happening here with these oiled nail guns, there is a little pin inside, and on the back of it is a little rubber gasket. What happens if you don't oil the guns or just time goes on, that little rubber gasket wears down, and then you go to fire your gun at the most critical part of the job. It's 2 p.m. on a Friday, and the only sound you're hearing is the pin's not firing, the little rubber gasket has worn down. So what you want to do is you're going to want to take the gun apart. You'll need some Allen keys for that, or whatever you're going to need to get your particular gun apart. So take the back part of the gun off. Now when you're taking the gun apart, try to remember how it went together, because if you don't put it back together the right way, the fix isn't going to do you a lot of good. Now in order to get this pin out of this particular gun, I do have to take the front tip off, and then you can actually just push back on the pin and it pops it out the back. So yeah, what ends up happening here is the little rubber gasket wears down as it shoots back and forth this little metal cylinder in here. So there's a couple things you can do. You can order a whole new pin assembly that comes with a new gasket.
You can order a gasket online or at the tool store. That's gonna take 2 to 3 weeks to come in.
None of that's gonna help you when you're on the job and you need to nail on like 5 or 6 more pieces to get out of there for good. So on the last time that this happened to me, this is what I ended up doing. What you're gonna wanna do is take this little gasket off. Now this is a tricky part. I like to use some type of a little implement to kind of get it started coming off. Bulge it out a little bit there. And then if you have some needle nose or any type of pliers, you can grab onto it and then gently pull it off there. So yeah, so the little rubber washer is worn down. So what you want to do, it's kind of a little crafty thing that I came up with, and I was pretty proud of myself. It's pretty simple and stupid, but it works. Take some tape, I used painter's tape, and I built up a little strip around the circumference of where the little rubber washer sits, and that just pushes it out slightly, making up for the little part that's worn off. So yeah, take some painter's tape, cut yourself like a 16-inch strip, and cut yourself long enough so that you can go around here twice. I found that twice is kind of the sweet spot just to push it out that extra little bit. You may have to trial and error here, but start with twice and see how that works. So yeah, get that tape on there and then pop the little rubber washer back on. There you go. You put the gun all the way back together. Make sure you put it the right way. Pop that back into place. Screw up the back. You're back in business. You can get the job done. You don't need any new parts. I fixed this gun like 2 years ago. It's been working perfect ever since. And hey, if you're working on baseboards right now, I've got the perfect little playlist for you right here. Whew, that was decent. All right. Oh, hey, if you're wondering about these t-shirts, yes, this is my beard. And yes, I did give myself the name, The Funny Carpenter. At least it's a memorable name. Am I funny? That's very debatable. Some people say yes, more people say no. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.